All right.
Oh man, the live box. Yes.
We are live. Live box is up.
Live box.
Cool.
Oh hey, I could, I could check my my own Fiesta page, and it would show if you're up.
Right. It definitely would, and
Because I didn't program it to see if you were playing a specific thing. Although actually, I probably could. Come to think.
like have it say if I'm. Yeah, I
Yeah, like
actually
it would
looked
only-
at it. Yeah, I was looking at it about half an hour ago to see if what it would, what it was seeing, and I saw it was live on Zeto Negi
Yeah.
on his, and he's like just streaming something else.
Yeah. I mean, I had.
It's just
It was everything I could do during that 3 hours to make it just baseline work, and the rest of it. Like once I saw that little green light on, I'm like, yes,
that's
I'm
it.
king. But now that it baseline works, we can go in and try something else.
Yeah. All right. Let me quick double check to make sure. I actually might have disabled the auto tweet. I think I disabled the auto tweet.
Well, that's
Let
fine.
me go ahead and make a manual one then.
And the manual tweet. I'm gonna have to spend one of my last 5 tweets on this.
Is it 5 now?
Well, I actually only have 4 left. I have to. Oh man, how about that for a false sense of urgency? I have to plan this shit. It's not like I can stop tweeting altogether or just like wait a long time before my next one. That would be stupid.
Nope, you just have to have that specific one planned.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
I think I forgot an S, but who cares? That's fine.
Sure enough. Wait, that somehow spent 2 of my tweets.
What?
Shit. I don't understand how that happened.
Oh no!
Well, whatever.
You're consuming
I'm gonna
tweets
have
at a
to-
rapid rate.
Yeah, I'll. Ugh.
Okay. So, for those here, I see Medibots here. Great. You may have seen the Fiesta here for the last couple days. That is not what we are doing.
Yeah, no more FFI Fiesta right now. It's time to take a little break from that.
Yeah.
I myself was
You were
profoundly affected by the bullshit that is the Red Dragon, who is just a Red Dragon. I'm a zombie!
Oh.
Look at me! I have atomic rays! Zombie, by the way! Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we're taking a break from the Fiesta, and we are bringing you some drafting. Once I figure out where they hid... Wait, I think I know where they hid it. Okay.
Is it in, like, current events?
Yeah, it's not in draft page. It's in a different page. Ah, here we are. We get to draft some MMA. That's it.
Oh my god!
Wow.
The MMA draft.
Yes, the MMA draft.
Bro, do you even go to church? Like,
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, there's two. Well, I guess there's 3 different types of draft available here. There's the normal, regular, good old drafts. These, however, are quite costly comparatively to other options, costing about twice as much as a normal draft. You get to keep all the stuff from it. Then they have these phantom events, which you can either spend a much lower dollar amount on or fake tickets. But you don't get to keep the cards at the end. Which is what I plan on doing, just so that way I don't have to... 2 reasons. 1, I don't really feel like doing about 2 or 3 of these on the actual circuit. And 2, I don't want to have to worry about opening some card that just has to be the pick due to dollar value. I always hate that.
well, so this is a way to spend those impossible to spend cube draft tickets?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's glorious.
And then the final option up here is an interesting one. It is a Modern Masters sealed event, which Like you get 6 booster packs of Modern Masters and go from there.
Yeah, okay.
That's not what we're doing though. We are. I'm gonna jump in the queue for this. It may take a little while for it to start up. Yes, sealed is an option.
That's got to be a busted ass format.
Yeah, they over. Yeah, over. I want to say Christmas or one of the times they had the cube available. They had like cube draft sealed available as an option. Like, you would get sealed cube boosters and have to build your deck from that, and I never played it myself. It just looked like the most insane format. Because you just like, here's 90 cards from the cube! Build a deck of 40!
Jeez.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah.
I know comparatively little about this format to any of the other recent ones. From what I can tell, there's like lots of archetypes that they sort of plan to be there, and my guess is that all of them are crap, and that trying to like force an archetype will lead you to ruin.
Yeah, I have one experience drafting this. We did a draft at our local store a couple weeks back, and I just went ahead and drafted large green creatures and blue cards, like blue cards with Suspend or Videlkin Dismisser, and nothing could actually beat like just a stream of Thallid tokens.
Ha! So no one had like Echoing Truth?
People, like, it was there, but I know people had them, and it just never happened.
Man.
Yeah.
Because I know the tools are there. I'm pretty... whatever.
Yeah, I'm just there too. The only thing with this is it's really weird for all of the years and years of cards available. Removal is at a even greater premium in this format.
Yeah, they have lots of really questionable choices for their removal spells. Like, in place of Doomblade, they have, like, Hirobi's Whisper or something.
Yeah, the other thing, like, I've noticed is, they have their own, like, whatever archetypes they want you to play. There's, like, cards for giants, there's cards for fairies, and there's cards for rogues and goblins. And then there's a bunch of cards that feel like you're drafting a specific block. Like, there's a bunch of splice cards at common. Like, you could actually draft the Dampen Thought deck, or the Splice to Arcane deck. There's a lot of...
that kind of blew my mind. Hanakami is there, too. So is Kodama's Reach.
Glacial Ray and Hirobi's Whisper, as you mentioned earlier. I'm trying to think of... They're missing all the white ones that made the draft archetype really good.
Right, Candle's Glow and Ethereal Haze. Things that made it completely depressing to fight against, and it felt like you were not playing Magic anymore. Like you were playing a regular game of Magic and your opponent was just cheating.
Yep.
That's what it felt like to go against that deck.
I guess that's a
Not
concession
glorious,
to a concession to Dampen Thought being at common instead of uncommon in here.
Well, I mean, they probably noticed how depressing that was and was like, man,
let's not do that again.
That's not a feeling that we want to instill in our players. I'm surprised to see Splice come back at all, frankly, because another thing that they publicly dislike anyway, is repeated game states.
Yep.
And yeah, they put Dredge in here, too. And that was always kind of the banner repeated game states. It's like, God damn it, how do I deal with this guy's Stinkweed Imp?
Yep, watching at that specific draft at our store, there were a number of players who had never encountered a lot of these cards from Modern Masters, so watching a player who was drafting like a red-white aggressive deck that used these like Stink Drinker Daredevil, the guy who makes giants cost 2 less, and then
that is Stink Drinker Daredevil.
Yeah, and then playing a bunch of giants, watching him run into Stinkweed Imp, and then his opponent going, okay, I will dredge my Stinkweed Imp, go. Like this happening like 3 times in a row, he was just like, oh, this is
the world's most perfect chump blocker forever.
Yeah.
Just don't know what you're up against. with
Yeah,
that.
I mean, in draft that only will work like 3 or 4 times until you're actually out of cards. But
Yeah, but considering that Stinkweed Imp is trading for those
yeah,
big
that's
things,
trading. It isn't.
that's not really a chump anymore.
No.
No, that's probably why we have like Greater Moss Dog in there. I'm surprised that they went with Pepper Smoke over Dark Blast for that reason. Dark Blast was one of the best dredge cards.
Yeah, that one. That one I liked a lot. You could sometimes set it up where you had to like upkeep it, dredge it, and then use it again.
Yeah,
Kill
and
something.
it felt really clever when you were doing that. And it's like, man, I just need to deal with his 2 toughness creature. Aha! Slam
Ah.
bam.
Bam. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of. What's the other? Black White has Rebels as like an archetype in this set as well.
God, that's so weird. Okay, so there's
strange.
Wrathy Trapper and Blight Speaker and Amaru Scout.
Yep.
What else? Oh, that like Rebel removal spell, Rebel
There's-
Pacifism.
Yep, Rebel Pacifism. They included Aven Changeling specifically because it can be a rebel or a giant or a
Yeah, or a Kithkin or whatever.
yeah.
God.
What else? Amaru Seekers.
Amrow Seekers,
Amrow
yeah,
Seekers,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I guess it's technically a rebel. Gotta respect that.
Yep, like that's pretty good to grab.
So yeah, like every stupid card advantage mechanic that you can think of from the last 8 years is all in this.
Yep, you can draft things that look like they might have been constructed decks.
Yeah, then you can also end up with a pile of crap that's loosely strung together by like Rune Stalactite and Bone Splitter or some shit.
Yep.
God, there's so much terrible stuff still available. I'm astounded.
The biggest offender for that is like a couple of the rares that just don't deserve to exist in any context. Like what is the Aurochs Salvagers? Aurochs Salvagers.
Oh my god, they put Aurochs Salvagers in there.
That was an uncommon. It got bumped to rare, and it's in here.
What?
That is my favorite card that makes no sense. Like
Whoa.
that
Okay.
card could have been like Mirror Entity or.
Okay, now I have to pull it up. I'm gonna pull up the list. Let's see.
I mean, there's a number of them that really do make sense, and there's a lot of cards that got moved from rare to uncommon in this set that made sense. Reach of Branches, Mad Auntie, Feud Killer's
Mad
Verdict.
Ani at uncommon feels a little better, especially paired against what's it called?
Marrow Reery or
Yeah, Marrow Reery or the elf one. Imperious
It's
Perfect.
Imperious Perfect. Yep.
Makes a lot more sense. I mean, it was rare because it was black, basically. That's kind of why it happened in Lorwyn that way. Because like being a black goblin was weird for one, and being a black lord is also a little strange.
Yeah, I guess that was the strange.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do this
Okay.
expansion. Modern Masters. Here we go. Rarity rare. Which always feels fun to say.
Well, also, here we are. We have started off.
Oop, oop.
Looks like we have opened up Angel's Grace as the rare. Doesn't really.
Oh.
I think that's a buster. We have
Okay.
many options.
No lie, Etched Oracle is one of my favorite cards ever. That's
Same here. I absolutely love that card.
Yeah.
We have Etched Oracle. We have Thesis.
you can pronounce it Phthisis or Phthisis.
Yeah. Anyway, that card is really great to cast. We have Red Cap.
Yeah, Murderous Redcap is a pretty strong dude.
Other than that, if we wanted to be idiotic, we have Dampened Thought, but that's
Wow, that is dedication.
that's I think that's too much. I feel like the card here is some sort of one of the two, either Red Cap or Thesis, if I wanted to go in on that right away.
Yeah, I mean we could pick up Redcap and try to be red. There are no red cards in here.
Ah.
That could like cut red pretty hard.
Also, picking up red cap here doesn't necessarily commit us to any side. It gives us a goblin. Let's go
Oh
with the red
yeah,
cap.
man, get just red or black or goblins or.
Okay. Here we have lava
Oh
spike,
man,
lava spike.
Lava spike. Okay, seriously though, Marsh Flitter
Marsh
is really
Flitter?
good. That's a lot of creatures on a single card.
So
It's
is Mog War
all
Marshal.
it's all rogues. You could also go all goblins, I guess.
Yeah, we have. I think those are the two compelling cards in here. Marsh Flitter being more so, being like a 3/3 flyer and a sack outlet, which can a lot of times be
And
harmful.
sacrifice our murderous red cap and get a murderous red cap and
We have Stinkweed Imp over here as well.
yeah,
Just
Stinky's pretty
lava
good.
spike, lava spike.
You could also, and I mean this in all earnest, you could do the spell stutter sprite because that is just crushing to have a couple of those.
Commit to those early and go ahead and jump on that.
Right. I mean,
think-
there. If you're gonna play any fairies at all, you should be playing spell stutter sprite. It's just,
I think I want to commit on the goblins and pick the Mog War Marshal up.
alright, that's fair.
See where that goes. Again, red was completely cut off. Maybe we'll see something more. And
True. Maybe we can keep cutting red really hard and.
Pyromancer's Swath being in this set is weird.
I guess they just wanted Grape Shot to ever work.
Yeah, Apocryphite got downgraded to an uncommon. I'm cool with that.
That's probably fine. It's also a fine freaking card. I rather like
Right.
Apocryphite. You can get an Ether Vial and and vial out Apocryphite.
There's
yeah,
not. I don't think there's anything really pressing in this.
yeah. I
Mm.
mean, maybe Pyromancer's Swath on the off chance that you do get like a Grape Shot or the what's the other things that are in there?
That's about it, honestly.
There's Grape Shot. Okay, maybe I don't know. Apocryphite's a good.
I'm just gonna go with Death Denied is the other one that actually looks pretty solid, but we'll move on with that. Really, I'd like to just find something that tells me there's a second color that is correct.
No, I mean. Oh, I think I see the problem. They didn't print any red cards in the set.
Oh, they forgot. Right, because this is like the best cards in Magic. And
Right. So we can't let that shit in.
Anyway, Lotus
Yeah.
Bloom is the rare in here. We've got a number of white cards that we could just move in on.
Well, I like Wrathy Trapper too. He's kind of removal.
Well, I'm just thinking of the creatures we have all interact really well with Otherworldly Journey. We could,
Oh, that's true.
we could move that direction.
Like red, white, otherworldly journey.
Like
Otherworldly journey is really rude too.
yeah, this is one of the rudest tricks. It can target any creature, including your opponents. If you need a blocker out of the way, it's Arcane, which has other, like if we see Glacial Rays, I think that might work pretty well here. Maybe we'll see
Yeah,
something else that could go well
Honestly,
with
doubt we're gonna see glacial rays, but lava spikes though.
it.
Oh, here we go. Goblins, storm.
Empty the Warrens. Wow, Dakmor Selvage is in this set. That's strange.
Yep.
Other options in here. Death Rattle as a removal spell, Lava Spike as a card, Empty the Warrens in case we do see something that could go well with that, and fits the Goblins thing.
Well, we kind of just passed a card that would go really well with it.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, think of it this way: it's 2 goblins.
Ooh. It could be more Goblins.
Could be 4 goblins.
Let's stick with the plan. If it goes terrible, it goes terrible. We'll see.
Yeah, 4 goblins.
We got Desperate Ritual. Oh.
Oh my god, the temptation to do like Desperate Ritual. This is the 4th lava spike we've seen in 3 different packs.
Yeah. And here we have a slightly better Empty the Warrens.
Yeah.
I think the Mog War Marshal's still the
Warmog
pick.
War Marshals. You'll just have too many goblins for people to deal with.
Yeah, there's little mass removal outside of like echoing. There's echoing truth, but no echoing decay. so that's good.
That's true. It's very strange.
Right. There's also there's echoing +2/+2 as well.
I can encourage.
That's it.
There's brute force too.
Brute force.
How about that as a surprise?
I think Stir the Pride might be a better surprise.
Oh, what the hell is that?
This is one of my favorite Darksteel tricks. It is 7 to Entwine, but it's +2/+2 lifelink on all you guys. It's way too much mana, but it's ball breaking as hell when it comes out because no one remembers it.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick break to check on my kitchen.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Brute Force though. That's keeps us in red. Interesting. I think we pick up the Grape Shot, and now we're trying to do some sort of weird thing. I'm sort of confused where this one's going. We'll have to see if it pans out. I could also just go ahead and pick up the Face Vaulter and ignore my white. That might be a more reasonable plan. Yeah. Because black is continuously still showing cards here. Dream Spoiler, which is whenever you cast an instant on an opponent's turn, -1/-1 on an opponent's creature, or Street Wraith. Is it on fire?
Nope, not on fire. Moreover, I get to eat dinner tonight, so that's pretty good.
Ah.
I'm astonished to see Etched Oracle coming back. I think that people just don't remember how awesome that card is.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, damage doesn't stack anymore, so I guess it's not completely freaking awesome. Yeah, no one is on Lava Spike.
No one's on the Lava Spike. We're picking shiny Lava Spike over normal
I like that
Lava
you're
Spike.
picking the foil one, even though we're not keeping the cards.
I know.
That's
important.
dedication.
These could be useful.
Okay, so what I wanted to say when I was leaving was that Grape Shot is a perfectly reasonable card, even when you get like 2 damage or 3 damage out of it. That's still great.
I went
honestly.
ahead and, I'm honestly feeling black as quite open this late. I've seen a couple cards that are actually quite useful. And hey, Lotus Bloom. Ooh.
Oh man!
Ooh.
We baby chickens. This is great now.
Okay.
We're gonna storm someone the hell out.
And Lava Spikes. Yes! Yeah, none of these cards get to be kept, so there's no honest on it. Oh my god. They're here.
Yes!
They're here!
Lava Spike. Okay, so really, a Murderous Redcap is there as like a stall card. I'm 2 chump blocks, so...
Okay, so the card we really want to see, and probably want to pick slightly higher than anything else, is Glacial Ray.
Glacial Ray.
Go ahead and splice that onto these Lava Spikes and look really good.
Glacial Ray is great. Did
Yep.
you get the Desperate Ritual back?
No, that actually did not come back around. However,
Man,
there's a Glacial Ray right here. Other cards of note, Blood Moon as a rare. That's not a card of note. But Worm Harvest down from rare to uncommon. Auntie Snitch is a goblin.
It's like card advantage rogue thing.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Prowl is that it's not just on Rogue, it's on, like, if a card that shared a creature type with this card hit, you can cast it for Prowl.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, usually, like, with the Rogue sorceries, you know, they're Rogue, so that's the only thing that matters, but...
Right.
Yeah, so I think we have a number of actual real choices here. Glacial Ray, Rift Bolt as well, and Bone Splitter, which goes quite well with the pile of cheap creatures.
Yeah.
I feel like we want to get the Glacial Ray going, though.
Well, let's get the great Glacial Ray. It is at the very least a reasonable kill spell. I think it kills Kitchen Finkstead. Is that right?
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's weird. It's from Kamigawa, but it doesn't have the Kamigawa remove from play.
Oh, right. Because it's not actual ice, because that would be too good or something.
Right.
Stupid.
We have a missing rare from this pack. We have Torrent of Stone, Sudden Shock, Death Rattle, a number of pretty much removal spell options for us. guess the question is which of them is the most reasonable for us.
Well, I mean, Sudden Shock is just 2 mana, 2 damage. I don't know what it's actually fighting in this set.
Yeah, like Death Rattle is weird because it doesn't actually do the job I want it to, which is kill things like Imperiosaur, which, by the way, this is a silly card.
Imperiosaur is a big old T-Rex. Pretty crazy. What does Torrent of Stone actually do?
4 damage to target creature, and splice on Arcane, sack 2 mountains.
You know, that does kind of kill a creature.
I think that's the best creature kill option for us right now, and I think
we can splice other things to it, maybe.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, oh, hey, here's a reason to go into white right there. This is Cloud.
Yeah.
The
Cloud Goat Ranger.
The Cloud Goat Ranger has won me so many games, in both constructed and limited formats. Again, we don't have much in either way, but Cloud Goat with Otherworldly Journey feels a lot like cheating.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. Yeah. Oh man, we also have the Grinning Ingus.
God.
Boss Goat. Yeah, alright. Go with the Goat Boss. What other options?
Rift Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rift Bolt. The only other card I feel in
like
here.
that is a late ass Rift Bolt.
Yeah. The only other card I feel like in here that'd be worthwhile would be Flicker Wisp, which is a really, really powerful effect on a 3/1 flyer. Like being able to reset or Cloud Goat or reset Murderous Redcap or Mog War Marshal. I feel like the Rift Bolt's just straight more real though.
Yeah. We are going to need ways to kill things.
Right, and the opponent is a good thing to kill with damage. I like that. So let's try to kill our opponent with damage.
Did we end up getting that Pyromancer Swath?
No, I didn't.
That's not...
Like, I didn't think it would matter, and honestly, I still don't, because
it probably doesn't.
It leaves you on top decking when you... Like, you
you really have to, like, cast it and then kill them, or else.
I don't see a ton in here.
You know, Sting Trigger Daredevil is a goblin.
Yeah.
Even a goblin rogue.
Blinding Beam's the only other card in here that could be worthwhile, though I don't think I'd want more than one. It's a Frost Breath.
Oh, hey. Huh.
I think I'd be alright with Frost Breath.
I'm not thrilled about that. Maybe Tarashi's Grasp, honestly.
Sure. We'll find more of these.
If we're really down to picking the Frost Breath, I'd much rather have a strong side card.
Here's a card that goes very well with what we have going on.
Good God, how about a nutty guy?
Yeah, this is Tar Pitcher, one of the cool guys from Lorwyn that went well with the combination of cards we have.
God, Tar Pitcher was so crazy. Like, you could set up this board state and Tar Pitcher would come down and be like, no, it's time to break you wide open.
The other card that actually goes well with what we have going here is Sandsower as well. It's very expensive for a tap target creature, but we have piles of creatures. I think the Tar Pitcher's more up our alley, though.
Yeah, Tar Pitcher.
Pitch Tar.
So good.
Sting Scourging.
Sting Scourger is good. Sudden Shock's good. Warren Weirding is fine.
Yeah. I think I like Sting Scourger the best. Again, I'm not really sure what I'm Sudden Shocking. You know?
Yeah, take that, Hanakami. You don't get to sacrifice yourself. And
Owned.
Yeah.
Also, more goblins. What do we have going on in this pack? This one's a bit strange. Paradise.
Well, we have Paradise Mantle, and that's not nothing, especially with the couple of Storm cards we have.
Right. That's just a zero cost thing.
It can even like accelerate you.
Greatheart isn't doing anything real for us.
I like that we have Kithkin.
Yeah. That
it can become the giant that you control. It's kind of silly that way, and clearly no one actually wants to be on this plan.
The giant plan isn't terribly compelling from what I can see. Speaking of giant plan, I guess Ivory Giant is an okay card in here.
Hey, you can suspend that, right?
Yes, it has suspend for 1 white for 5 turns, and then when it comes in, it effectively taps all blockers. So in our deck,
non-white creatures.
it also taps all of our creatures, but it's better than every other option.
Yeah.
Sudden Shock or Brute Force.
Well, sudden shock is reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, it is burn. You can kill a thing.
Ooh, a couple pretty reasonable creatures. I think the Warspike Changeling is slightly stronger.
That one pumps first strike, right?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that guy's problematic.
And it's a hill giant on its own.
And he's a goblin.
He's a goblin.
Hey.
Also, really, I'm not really compelled by Thundering Giant. I just don't like it very much.
Thundering Giant is not a goblin.
Oh, what the heck are the modes on Fury Charm? Destroy target
Well,
artifact.
destroy an artifact, or like trample, or removing time counters.
Counters.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab another Ivory Giant.
Although there are a lot of artifacts in the set, so you know.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good, as it turns out.
Well, that's what we have Tarashi's Grasp. That actually might be main deckable with this set.
Yeah, honestly, there's like an affinity sub-theme. You can be like 5-color affinity in this. Okay,
Yeah.
well you got a Fury Charm anyway, and no one's in affinity because they would have picked up the
Those,
crappy
yeah,
flying
these
guy.
things. Flying modular one.
Yeah, you have to resort to some pretty crappy affinity cards to be on that plan.
Alright, so if we want it, I can go ahead and pick Pyromancer's Swath this time.
Oh man, I still don't think that we do.
Sting Scourger or another Hill Giant seems... Also, this is the 3rd copy of Thysis I've seen now.
God.
I could have been on that plan. And
What's someone be in like Black Ramp and just Thysis out Imperiosaurs, and that's their plan?
Yeah, and then they're gonna run into me and be like, "Wait, you have a bunch of 1/1s?
Oh god,
1/1s?
Oh no, I Thysis your Goblin
You
token.
lose 2 life. Ah, yeah.
No, Sting Scourger is perfectly fine.
Let's go ahead and cost sort that. Yeah, I really like Sting Scourger a lot. I don't really tend to pay his Echo, but honestly, he's a trick in red that doesn't exist very often. So, also we have ways to get use out of him with
Oh yeah.
with not having to pay for him.
Whoa! One of the reasons to actually be in Giants.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it's a card I kind of want to take just so it's not on the other side of the...
Yeah, that's one of those things that can wrath us, huh?
Yes. It's also one of the better cards. Sting Scourger actually says opponent controls. We're bouncing our opponent's creatures.
Right. We don't want to bounce our opponent's red cap. The other thing is that Thundering Titan isn't like competing with much here. I mean,
Right.
Apocryphite, another Stink Drinker Daredevil.
Test of Faith is a really silly combat trick. But,
Test of Faith is pretty backbreaking when it actually goes off.
right. I just feel like the Wrath, both getting it out of our opponent's hands, and we can control it. It's not like we need to cast this and just Wrath our team when we need to. We just have this option in case we run up against like Thallid Man or something.
We
like
actually have a couple giants too, so
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that guy. Call that good. Hey, Electrolyze. Aren't you nice? This pack contains one of my favorite creatures ever, and another one of my favorite creatures ever, Etched Oracle and Penumbra Spider. Penumbra Spider is the best giant spider.
Oh God! It's like 2 giant spiders.
You kill the giant spider, and another giant spider appears. Yeah.
Wait, what is that red card that costs way too much?
It is deal 5 damage to target creature with basic land cycling.
Oh.
It's a mana fixer.
Yeah.
I
There's another Empty the Warrens.
I feel like the Sudden Shock might be more effective. Maybe the Giant? Just the Hillcomber Giant?
Oh, that's depressing
I know.
anytime you have to pick a Hillcomber Giant. especially with Penumbra Spider in the pack.
Yeah.
And
I'm just gonna go with the sudden shock.
that's fine.
Live with it. Another otherworldly journey for us to grab, another Mog War Marshal for us to grab, and another Torrent of Stone.
I really think it's between the Mog War Marshal and the Otherworldly Journey.
Yeah. The Torrent of Stone isn't... Okay, better question. How are we doing on creatures? Is that something I'm going to need to improve? I honestly feel like the Otherworldly Journey is stronger for us. We have
We have a
many
lot of
targets.
creatures.
We have so many targets for it that are just good. Even like Thundercloud Shaman.
Surprise, nerd! We're gonna have a 5/5.
We are barely in white, but I think we're there. I think we're there over black. Our white is like Cloud Goat, Otherworldly Journey. Our black is like Face Vaulter.
Yeah, no. I think we're
in
like
white.
pretty solid red, splashing white.
And also, Otherworldly Journey is another arcane card. Maybe we can put this Glacial Ray to use. This one
Holy
right
shit,
here.
that is a late Glacial Ray. Oh man, Glacial Ray and Dampen Thought in the same pack too.
Also a Flicker Wisp I really would have picked if the Glacial Ray wasn't here.
Yeah, no kidding.
But Glacial Ray gives us...
God, we were about to pick Hillcomber Giant, and then this shit pops up. I'm sad about all that.
It's all
Then
right.
again, Flicker Wisp might not actually be good for us, because then you'll want to be like more white
That
than
is
you
double.
should be.
That is double white too. Yeah.
Hey, Joyra of the Gitu.
Ooh.
I didn't know that they put her in here. That's
Me either. This is the first time.
that's a little baffling.
Court Homunculus is the affinity deck card. There's nothing in here I terribly care for. Like, I will probably take the Brute Force.
Surprise, suckers!
Yeah. Other than that, Hammercamp.
No. There's gonna be turns where you can go like brute force, grape shot away your blockers, Kraken for lethal, that kind of thing. No, it's legit.
Yeah, here we have a decent choice. We have Hammerheim Deadeye, which is a pretty like solid creature.
Oh, it's awesome. He'll be able to kill those Flicker Wisps we've been passing.
And then we have a Pyrite Spellbomb. I think I like the Giant better. We have so much damage. I feel like we might want the answer to the large flying creatures, like this Plume Veil. That would be annoying to be on the other side of the table, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He's also a giant.
How did we get this giant sub-theme? Oh, right, because it's awful and no one wants it.
Nobody wants it, and we pretty much have it as like a side thing. Like Thundercloud Shaman's the only card that really cares. Instinct Drinker Daredevil is okay by it. This pack, I'm really considering like Sanctum Gargoyle.
Sanctum Gargoyle is fine.
That's
2/3 flying for 4, that's alright.
We're never picking anything up with it, but it's, yeah, I guess 2/3, that flying body is okay, so.
I don't know, we might pick up our Lotus Bloom.
Yeah, like we're playing that in our deck.
Yeah. God, we're gonna have all of the Hill Giants.
Yep. Picking up more Hill Giants.
Take that. I have the deck full of 4-mana 3/3s. Can you deal with it?
I guess I can have another Stink Drinker.
That's when they start playing Imperiosaurs and you feel like a chump, but...
Yeah.
Even still, combat gets a little hectic when you're staring down 2 5/5s with your 2 3/3s, and...
Wow! Seeing Marg War Marshal table out of that is,
That's a good sign.
funky
We're
and good. That means we're in the right way.
Seeing Shrapnel Blast means that no one is actually playing Affinity.
Nobody is playing, like this Mirror Retriever.
Mirror Retriever, yeah, okay.
Which is a really
No one's
good
on that
card for
plan.
that plan.
It's not like we could have been on that plan either, because we didn't
No.
open Arcbound Ravager or Sword of Fire and Ice.
Or, I don't even know if Master of Ethereum's in this set, but that would be another card that would go with that.
That's a good question.
Anyway, we have a very... I guess it's goblins. Goblins and giants is what's going on, though the giants is...
Master of Ethereum is not in the set.
Okay, I wasn't certain, and I didn't So I guess Ravager is like the card you have to open to make that deck work.
Basically. Man, and they even put Kataki War's Wage in the set? Jesus.
you like set up your affinity deck, you're like, I got you now, and then someone just drops Kataki at you.
Like, haha, fool.
Okay, so let's go ahead and put in the best of the cards here. Cloud Goat Ranger. I'm playing like all of these Glacial Rays and all of these Lava Spikes, because that's what we are.
Awesome.
This is who we are today.
Oh god, that'll feel great. No, that's like 3 mana, 3 damage to you, kill your creature.
Okay, so gonna go ahead and sort by CMC, and wow, I like sorting by CMC here. Do we want Stink Drinker Daredevils? Like, can we play like a 1/3 just to make our top end not top end?
How many actual? Well, we have no 3-drops right now, so that would be all right.
Oh, Tar Pitcher, I forgot you. Rift Bolt, I forgot you as well. Okay, things are looking more complete. I like our white. I really like our white.
Ha. Do you want Paradise Mantle to Monofix, Accelerate, Storm Out?
I don't even think I want to play... I don't think so. I think I'd rather just have a card for that. Like, because we have a lot of cheap cards in here we can go ahead and use.
What, Lotus Bloom? Lotus Bloom's pretty cheap.
Lotus Bloom is pretty cheap. I don't actually think that does anything for us.
Again, accelerates you into, like, Cloud Goat Ranger. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not where we want to be. Did we end up picking up a Flicker Wisp at any point?
No, we passed about 2 or 3 to pretty much, I think, Glacial Ray every time.
Do you want to main deck Tarashi's Grasp?
Yeah, I've got Tarashi's Grasp. I've Torn to Stone as well. Actually, Torn to Stone is fine as is. Like, even if I never splice this card, it's fine.
Yeah, 4 mana, 4 damage to a creature. That's just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we have one more real slot in the deck. It could be Tarashi's Grasp, Stink Drinker Daredevil, Hammerheim, Deadeye, though that feels more like a sideboard option.
Yeah, it's kind of pre-gaming for our opponent to have some flying creatures. He's really, really bad outside of that scenario.
Right.
I'd much rather have Stink Drinker Daredevil, or even, like, the first Brute Force.
Yeah, the reason I don't have the first Brute Force yet is because our creature count is much lower than I'd like with it.
And yet, hold on. Pop up Murderous Redcap for a sec.
Murderous Redcap has been popped up.
Yeah. Oh, man, you can totally respond to his trigger by brute forcing him.
Spicy. That's true, yeah. Here, let me go ahead and, I guess, throw all our options in this pile up here. I think that's pretty much everything worthwhile. Ivory Giant is really not good for us. It would just tap all of our own creatures.
Yeah, he looks pretty awful. White had this weird, tiny sub-theme of hating on non-white things.
Yeah.
In Time Spiral. It was the stupidest thing, and they're like, oh yeah, it's a callback to the dark. And I'm like, no, that's just dumb. You guys have too many callbacks already. Tone it down a notch.
I guess I'll put a Pockersite in the pile of, like, this is a fine card pile.
Yeah, he's plenty fine. He casts himself again and again. That's
Yeah. So what we've got, we have a Pockersite, Empty the Warren, Stink Drinker Daredevil, Brute Force, Hammerheim. I don't think Hammerheim's the guy, and Tarashi's Grasp as far as the possibilities go.
Well, Tarashi's Grasp is not necessary because no one's playing Affinity. We pretty much know that.
That's the truth. We aren't going to run up against that man. The worst that could happen is we see something that we need it against, like a Sword of Fire and Ice, and just bring it in there.
Yeah, Sword of Fire and Ice, or the what's it called? The control magic that has split second.
Or Vidalcan Shackles or something crazy.
Oh yeah,
like that.
God,
that's a card in this
Shackles,
set.
Isn't that good God?
I don't really feel Empty the Warrens at the moment. At the most, it's going to make us, like, I guess 4 goblins for it and another spell is fine. But at 4 mana, getting only 2 goblins feels very loose because we already have Mog War Marshal doing that.
I still think it's just fine. It's creatures.
It is creatures, I know.
You can.
I'm thinking too
You
much
can
about
plan
it.
around it and suspend Riftbolt and shit. It'll be fine.
Is there a way I can get... You know what? Can I just, like, play it and empty the Warrens and then 16 land or something like that with this curve? Is 16 land real with
Yes,
this curve?
you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Considering you're focused on 2 drops, 5 is your top end. Absolutely, you can play 16.
Yeah.
This is close to ideal, actually, with 16.
Okay, and then I'm thinking... We want some, but not too much on white. I want to be able to actually cast this Cloud Goat Ranger at a reasonable point. So it's probably something like 4 or 5 planes.
Yeah, your color requirements are pretty light.
Right. The only... Like, we have 2 cards that are double red, Thundercloud and Redcap. And then we have, there's one other card I was thinking of that wanted us to be heavier red. Torrent of Stone is Sack 2 Mountains.
Right. I guess if you're doing any splicing, that basically makes the spell cost like red at that point.
Right. Yeah.
So how about 10-6?
10-6? Yeah.
I like it.
Wow. Its suggestion is 2 planes. That's dreadful.
Uh-huh.
Sure, we'll only play 2 planes for this card.
Yep, and I will draw both of them if I ever want to cast it. No, it presumes that you put in the Paradise Mantle. It just figured that you would do that. Damn right, Double War Spike Changeling.
Minibus, that's a good point. The Thundercloud might just be a better option for the sideboard.
I think he's perfectly fine. Wait, we didn't put the Stink Drinker Daredevil in, but we still have him?
Right.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm actually questioning it now because we have a pile of just like 1 toughness goblins that come out. Actually, it's not that many 1 toughness goblins. It's
No, we
just
don't
1.
mind if Mog War Marshal dies. We would probably empty the Warrens after he's out.
I think the fact that we can plan around it makes it just fine. It's not like anybody's going to be like, word of command on
so
our hand. And...
There are some pretty awkward things that can happen, but there's also some extremely excellent things that can happen, too.
Alright.
Because that kills all their annoying fairies. You're like, hey,
Yes,
asshole.
Or
slam.
Thalids, or
Oh, yeah.
Rebels,
Yeah,
or... Like, this is a fairly creature-based set. Like, there's probably like 1 guy doing the Storm deck, because there were 2 Pyromancer slots. And that's about it.
Yeah, well, he's going to be disappointed that we took his... No, the Lotus Bloom tabled!
Yeah.
It freaking tabled. There's no way that there's a Storm player who passed that up. Come on, that's...
Well,
I say that now,
well,
but
I
I
just
know
say
how
that
people
seeing that
are.
Pyromancer Sloth didn't table.
Yeah. I guess.
So somebody must have picked both Pyromancer Sloths, at
You
some
know what?
point.
Wait, did you put Grape Shot in?
I didn't pick that.
You didn't pick Grape Shot?
No.
I left. You didn't pick Grape Shot. What did you pick over Grape Shot?
I don't even remember anymore. It's not in the deck, whatever it was.
Whatever. Here I'm like looking around for Grape Shot, and I'm like, oh, where did you put that?
What in the world?
That's a perfectly reasonable card. This looks kind of loose. we really want like goblins.
This is a really funky hand. Like, this is just a pile of removal. I guess I've never been disappointed with a pile of removal, but... let's go with pile of removal.
All right, fair enough. I guess if our first thing is like a 4/4 that kills all of his,
Yeah, like...
that's all right.
There's no way he can resolve a real creature at us.
You could probably resolve a Kitchen Finks.
That would suck. I guess that would be a creature.
Honestly, maybe we wouldn't even care. Like, kill it with Sudden Shock and then kill it for free with Thundercloud Shaman. Yes, he got 4 life, but I mean, you're never gonna beat Kitchen Finks for that.
Right, it's Kitchen Finks.
Oh man. And as I say kitchen finks, here comes the white-green deck.
I know.
I wonder what put him in white and green.
Hey, here we are. Mog War Marshal slightly off timing, but that's fine. We get some creatures out of it.
Yeah!
I actually think I'm going to pay the Echo on it, too.
Sounds fine.
Because I'll be able to have Sudden Shock up. He's going to play Kitchen Finks here, right? No, Thallid Germinator.
Oh. Oh my god!
Oh, we found him! The Thallid man is here. Yeah, I'm going to pay it and then just Sudden Shock that out of my way.
That sounds great. Oh man, we're playing against the Thallid deck. With our Thundercloud Shaman in hand that we get to keep forever, basically.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get that out of the way. You can leave. Please leave the game. Nobody invited you. The fungus. And yeah, this is where the Thundercloud Shaman will shine. The Thallid Germinator is one that just needs to go because we can't actually, like, beat his Thallids with it because it has sack, give target creature +1/+1.
Yeah, that gets really out of hand.
Another.
Passable pump is pretty crazy. I would want to wait for Torrent of Stone Splice Glacial Ray.
I feel that as well. I mean, the Thallid Germinator can't be online yet, and that'll give us the 2-for-1 next turn.
Right.
I like that plan as well.
That's the thing about Thallids is, yes, they can get out of hand, but
it's
not
it's down the line. We get to wait. He also is missing his second green.
Yeah.
With the
no,
deck.
he's got his what's it stuck in hand. That Thallid that makes all Thallids go Sporoloth Ancient.
Ew, yeah. Oh, wow, this thing is an 0-5.
Well, so much for getting our 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you could do.
You
could get damage through by actually putting the 4 damage on the 0-5 and then killing the Thallid Germinator with the Splice.
I could also try to bait in combat. Like, see if he blocks with Thallid Shell.
Oh, right. They're both instants. Yeah, go ahead.
Also, like, what do I care if Mog War Marshal actually gets killed?
You know what you're doing. I'll bet he doesn't block.
If he doesn't block, then everything's fine anyway.
Yeah.
If he does block, we get our 2-for-1 on. And he blocks.
Oh, okay. Well...
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Torrent of Stone now because that saves our Goblin token.
Sure.
So, cast and splice additional spells. And then... okay, we splice... Not the Thallid Germinator. Okay, cool.
Oh, man. Splice is so crazy. By the way, this spell has a spell attached.
Yeah.
That was their way of trying to fix buyback, but it just caused more problems and incredible headaches.
It's a crazy rules conundrum as well.
It's also the reason for the arcane thing to exist.
Yep. I'm hoping he doesn't have something like Test of Faith. That would be bad.
Yeah, Test of Faith is always a beating.
But
I think he would have responded.
yeah, I was
to
gonna
that
say
right
he would have
away.
already played the card at this point. And also, I mean, we don't have input past that. I'm not doing hide our Glacial Ray. I already know that's in my hand.
Maybe he doesn't understand how this works.
Well, how this works is your creatures die and my creatures do not.
Oh no!
Oh, he does have the Test of Faith.
Why didn't he just do that? Come on, guy.
Oh, okay, so this Thallid Germinator is now, like, completely out of reach.
Man.
That's terrible.
Why did he wait? I'm annoyed.
Okay,
That's the kind of thing that you immediately slam, and you're like, boom, sucker!
Oh god, reach of branches. Get a 2/5, and then when you play a forest, get this back and get another 2. Okay. I'm no longer winning through combat ever.
Fascinating. Alright, that's okay. We can kind of work around that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something around that. Thalids. Thalids with 5 toughness. Straight Thalid.
These guys, that's dedication.
Hmm. Well.
Yeah, we need pretty much a steady stream of lava spikes to feel happy.
Right, because a lava spike is 5 points.
Yeah.
Mog War Marshal buys us time, and that's nice.
Yep. Multiple trumps. God, 2-5. What is
I know.
five toughness dudes?
5 toughness dudes just puts this huge damper on everything we do.
It's so unreasonable.
Yeah, lava. Like we just need a stream of lava spike off the top of the deck, which just sounds terrible. Ugh. Or Cloud Go Ranger. I'll take Cloud Go Ranger. It's a card I can top deck and feel very good about.
Yeah, it's a lot of trumps too.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a whole lot of chumps and
I guess it can go over the top, huh?
yeah, it could jump. You can also like trade or something. Test of Faith is such a beating of a spell,
Yeah,
man.
it's such a surprise and reversal and all that.
Yep.
Guess we'll have to be a little more judicious about our use of burn, but
Right.
God.
Alright, let's go ahead and not take 5 here. That seems fine. Maybe we'll draw more Mog War Marshals and just buy as many turns as possible.
Oh no. The otherworldly journey.
That gives us a second Thundercloud Shaman activation. It is an arcane spell.
Wait, otherworldly journey's arcane?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it totally is. How about that?
I feel like waiting out the Thundercloud. No. Because I can either wait out the Thundercloud Shaman or just throw it down now. If I throw it down now, this Thalid Germinator is going to start actually hitting me. Do an account here. Well, I guess the real thing with second Thundercloud is that Thundercloud it puts a +1/+1 counter on the creature, so it would make the Thundercloud Shaman a 5/5, which would allow us to actually like fight things in combat and not get murdered.
Yeah. It'll also make Reach of Branches tokens look a little silly.
Yeah. Yeah, let's wait on it. Well, I can't really wait. Let's see. If I wait on it, I'm going to take 5 almost regardless. I'm going to swing with a Goblin token and then cast it.
There we go. Come on, he'll never block with that. What is this?
Reach of
That's
Bran- it's
Reach of
it's
Branches.
Reach of Branches.
Okay. Duh, we knew that. That's fine, though.
Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Thundercloud Shaman here. And then I just go ahead and like start blocking these tree folk and using Otherworldly Journey plus Glacial Ray on the turn after this to start doing things. I guess I could
suppose-
also...
You could also, yeah, reset his Thalid Germinator,
Yeah.
or murder a token. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the sapperling. Okay.
That's a sapperling. I guess at this point I just go ahead and 8 on this attack.
I mean, it never feels nice, but it's not like he has any burn. That's our bailiwick.
Right, there isn't anything like that. Yeah, I think I would like to otherworldly journey. Oh, does he have Stir the Pride entwined? Hi there.
I'm
Um,
pretty sure that's us murdered. Let's see.
it's lethal damage, yes.
Yeah.
I could burn Glacial Ray proper to... Oh, I have no board then after that. I think it's just us murdered almost no matter how
Yeah,
how I
let's
do
just
this.
concede. Let's get on with this.
Yeah. Like, I could otherworldly journey one of his guys, but that leaves us with no board.
Yeah, you have a bunch of like bad options that don't actually win you the game, and sitting here like thinking about them isn't gonna help.
Nope.
All right, so that guy's deck has a lot of tough dudes.
Do we have anything that defeats tough men?
I don't know, brute force.
Brute Force? Better question. Do we have anything that's terribly bad? I like Sting Scourger a lot here, and would have liked to have seen those.
God, that would have been awesome.
You know, reset those +3/+3 counters. I think the Lava Spikes are fine, because that gets us a way of going over the top. Sudden Shock's going to be very good to kill, like, Thallid Germinator, and then he can't respond.
Right.
Um...
Man, we have the tools.
I
I don't see better tools coming out of our sideboard here.
Not really. Like, there's a couple things, but nothing better than what we already have. Like, Tarashi's Grass doesn't do anything, Hillcomber Giant isn't unblockable in any way.
Like,
Herheim-
honestly, Test of Faith or whatever that was the backbreaking
Yeah.
swing play. Like it always is. That card is that's what that card does. He got it to work.
He did. Alright. This is what our 7 looks like.
I like it.
I can stand by this. Thundercloud is definitely doing work here.
He's doing a lot of work. He's being a 4/4 and killing sapperlings. No, he's just fine.
Alright, better question. I think I wait on Lava Spike.
We probably win on Lava Spike. There is nothing that screams "I am a new player" more than
Turn 1, Lava Spike!
Mountain Pump in the Night, Mountain Lava Spike.
Yeah, that's just not gonna do it.
An endless stream of Morg War Marshals is exactly where we want to be.
Yep. I don't even really care to pay for it. That's the point of the card. Man, look at all this damage. Oh, look at that 05. Alright, we're not paying for that. More Mog War Marshals. And an attack. He took it.
That's
It
extremely
worked!
surprising. Come on, guy. We're tapped out. Whatever.
Perfect!
I guess it's like what?
There's no card I could have
There's
possibly played.
absolutely
there.
no card. Like,
However, there's a really cool card for this man.
ha!
We've got a really good answer for you. No, we're not paying that. I don't know why he took it. Alright, we are full up on sudden shocks.
Awesome.
Really, like, what this deck needs to do is as much early damage as possible here, and...
Yeah, then Lava Spike starts to look good.
Yeah, then we just over the top with lava. Like, we have Lava Spike, Rift Bolt, Sudden Shock in our hand for over the top 8. Of course, I'm just fine using Sudden Shock or Rift Bolt on creatures in order to get damage through.
Another Thallid Germinator? Yes!
Yes!
It keeps happening.
Hey, buddy. Test of faith this. And then I'm going to go ahead and just suspend Riftbolt.
Yeah. Have him running scared.
And then, like, we can hope we draw... If we draw a Glacial Ray, that's a really good amount of damage. Like, we have a lot of good draws.
Yeah, I mean, this really says to him, hey, play a 5 toughness creature.
Yeah. He probably will play Reacher Branches on our combat or something.
Yeah, he looks like he has Reacher Branches.
Alright, so we're just gonna Riftbolt this dude. Tell him to leave. Any draw is fine for our deck, too, because a land gets us Warspike Changeling. We start getting, like, creatures moving. Alright, let's go ahead and get the goblins in. He's going to reach a branches.
Yeah. And Warspike Changeling's a giant.
Yeah, so it makes our Thundercloud Shaman do a little more work. I mean, sooner or later, these goblins are just going to become irrelevant. Like right now. At this exact point in time, they have stopped really doing their job.
Yeah, I managed to get him down to 10. Not bad for 2 cards.
Yeah, okay. So, at this point, we are... That Reach of Branches is very strong.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Good card. It's a lot of creatures.
It is many creatures, and many good creatures.
And that's probably why he was, like, acting like he didn't have his second forest.
Ah, because he wanted to play as few of them as possible.
Yeah.
Ah, the Bone Splitter.
Oh, yuck.
He's not going on the offensive, though.
Because he wants to play Reach of Branches? Yeah, clearly.
I think I just have to call it good here. There's no attack that does anything.
Yeah, again, we're like 2 Glacial Rays away from killing this asshole, so, well, actually, wait, maybe we're a little further than that, but still.
Glacial Ray would be a definite good start to getting on this guy. Because the thing with 2/5s is they're not quite big enough to beat the Warspike Changeling. Man, he's just got this huge pile of creatures. Oh, he's putting the Bone Splitter on his... He's making 2/5s. He has made many 2/5s. Oh my god.
So many Thallid Germinators.
How many Thallid Germinators do you have? I get it. I'm not attacking you. Combat is not an option anymore. You've spelled that out very well. I understand.
Man, that was the last thing we wanted.
Yeah. I am tempted to just play Thundercloud Shaman to kill off his Thallid Germinator.
Passable pump is a problem. The Thundercloud Shaman can actually block his things rather than just chumping them. The goblins are probably not going to be relevant again.
Right, like the goblins just aren't going to be doing anything anymore.
I don't see us building up anything more than 2 damage either. Yeah.
Yeah, like Thallid Germinator is a card I just don't want around. He's already got enough Thallid generating cards that are going to be problems. So we trade one of our Empty the Warrens for, and he is trying to use his Thalids, and it is not working. Yes, he has way too many creatures not to double block that. Actually, that's a good question. I think I make that attack.
Just send in War Spike Changeling? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, he would have to like block with way too many guys there. Good call. Well, even if he double blocks, he has to triple block to kill the thing.
That's kind of disgusting.
Which means I kill Thallid Shell Dweller, which is really the card I want to trade for. Maybe he'll just double block and I'll get a free kill. Well, First Strike isn't going to be enough to prevent the death from this triple block here. But killing Thallid Shell Dweller is fine. Do I have a reason to First Strike him instead of acting like I have a trick? No. No, I do not. That slows down his game a lot. Ugh, it's really the Reacher branches that's gonna get us in the long run if I don't find something for it.
Yeah. Fortunately, that doesn't gain him life.
Right.
Like that's really what will kill us if he has like a life gain spell, and then we actually have no way out. Because currently we have ways out.
Oh, even like, oh, this really what I want to see is our Sting Scourgers. Them not making their appearances is really pushing us back.
Stunning Scourger would be awesome. Really, a lot of cards would be quite good for us.
Yep.
Lands would not. This is the 16 land deck, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're just gonna find more land.
Oh, this is
This is where we live. It'll be fine. Sooner or later, we have to see a card in our deck. And I am fine with pretty much any card in our deck. Funnily enough, I really could go for Tarashi's Grasp to just murder this stupid Bone Splitter right now.
that would buy us worlds of time, man.
Yeah.
We didn't end up putting that in, did we?
No. And there's another 2/5. Oof. Yeah, like, combat just is not an option against this man. What do you... Get out of here. Nobody wants to see you, Mountain. Yeah, 24 cards left in deck, 8 of those are lands. It's actually 66% at this exact moment in time. He forgot to instant speed his Reacher branches at end of turn.
Hooray! We fooled him. He was waiting for us to play the land that we drew.
Ah. Okay, Glacial Ray.
Hey, all right.
Okay. How much? That's 7 damage. I
mean, I really think we don't have a choice, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, alright, let's just go ahead and cast and splice additional spells. Target you. Splice on you. Target you. So any arcane card kills him. Any damage spell kills him. We have a number of outs now.
Yeah.
Like, I guess Sudden Shock just barely doesn't kill him, and that would be tragic. But we've used them all, so that's not a possible draw anymore.
Yeah, there is his end of turn thinger.
Yep.
I guess now all he needs is his team pump spell. And
yeah, if he has team pump spell, we had no out in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, this is him windmill slamming it.
What the hell? Oh, it's a different pump spell, but it has the same effect. Any outs to that? No, we're just dead.
Yeah, we're pretty dead.
Okay. Alright, we've been murdered. Yeah, murder.
Crushed.
Oh, he's got more for us?
Yeah, he's gonna forget to attack after that awesome piece of sorcery.
Man. Creatures with 5 toughness. Who knew that was our weakness at the end of the day? Ah.
Ah, one
I don't even-
card.
anyway,
Jeez.
that was a draft.
Oh, really? The Phantom event is
Well,
is
there's
that cut through? Huh?
there's single elimination and Swiss. I went in the single elimination ones because the prizes for the Swiss ones are just cube tickets. Like the only thing you win is more cube tickets in it. So I just wanted to go with the
Okay.
single elimination one.
Okay,
Um,
that's fine. Tell you what, I'm gonna go prepare the food that I finished cooking earlier, and
Okay.
I'll be back.
okay. I'm gonna cut the video and start another one so that these are separated. So, we drafted a red deck that lost. It was not very powerful in the end. What do we have? Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna quick flicker the video to cut it in the archive.